Excellencies, dear colleagues, I have the honor to deliver these remarks on behalf of the Group of 77 in China on the occasion of the United Nations International Day for South-South Cooperation. During the past 45 years, the Group of 77 in China has been the strategic center of South-South solidarity within the UN system, making significant contributions towards advancing economic, social, and environmental objectives of the developing countries, such as the 0.7% ODA target, special and preferential treatment for developing countries in trade, technology transfer, and mobilizing financing for sustainable development. Today, we meet at a time when the global South is suffering from an existential economic crisis. Fundamental development challenges have been exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. We are seeing escalating debt crises, a food, fuel, and finance emergency, and the increasingly adverse impacts of climate change. The 2030 agenda has never been farther from our reach. Excellencies, the importance of South-South cooperation is now more evident than ever. Our leaders came together 40 years ago to conceive this idea of mutual cooperation in the first conference on technical cooperation among developing countries. The BAPA plus 40 outcome is a reflection of the evolution and development in the scope of our cooperation based on mutual respect and national ownership. We must welcome the fact that in these interim years, South-South trade has expanded exponentially. Mutual investments between the southern countries have likewise escalated to a level that is almost equal to that of the developed North countries in the developing countries. We have constructed institutions of cooperation across the world that have promoted South-South cooperation to an unprecedented level. We have also created the Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank, and there are new organizations that are presently on the anvil in South-South cooperation. Excellencies, it is obvious that the achievement of the SDGs is unlikely without the contribution of the developing countries and without South-South cooperation among developing countries. The greatest potential for production and manufacturing and consumption still resides within developing countries. Projects are more profitable in the South than the North today. We have the largest segment of the world's population in terms of both consumption and production, and therefore the greatest potential for growth and development. Excellencies, we can promote our economies through South-South trade, and the potential can be harnessed through agreements on free trade as well as within the WTO. There is the dimension of physical connectivity, which is providing the greatest and fastest impetus to growth and investment in the developing countries. Excellencies, in order to boost the potential of South-South cooperation, the Group of 77 and China emphasizes three important priority areas: trade, investments, including in sustainable infrastructure, and technical cooperation in science and technology. Interregional South-South trade cooperation linking different developing countries and regions can be significant in enhancing South-South trade relations. In 2020 alone, goods worth $6.6 trillion were exchanged between developed economies, the North-South trade, whereas trade among developing economies, South-South trade, amounted to $4.6 trillion. We also see the greatest scientific and technological breakthroughs happening in the countries of the South. Some have assumed leadership in many areas of science and technology. A technical cooperation through southern incubation centers could lead to a technological revolution in the countries of the South. Despite pervasive inequalities between the countries of the South and the North, many southern countries are generating enormous wealth. This could be invested in southern countries where profits are high. The promotion of a Group of 77 in China investment hub could leverage the potential of southern capital. On this UN Day for South-South cooperation, the Group of 77 in China reiterates its commitment to South-South cooperation as a key modality to contribute to the achievement of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. I thank you.